Yeah, equally important to the basketball game tonight was the purpose of the game and the classic, the Coach Black Classic. A lot of respect for Coach. One of the best players to ever play at Texas. Has some legendary stories. He was a champion as a player. One of the best assistant coaches that ever had coached at Texas. Won championships, an assistant coach, and certainly I think 9 years as a head coach. NCAA tournaments, championships, Sweet 16. Gregory's where he played. Gregory's where he coached. So tonight was special for a lot of reasons. Honored Coach Lemons last year, Coach Black this year. We look forward to continuing to kind of unite the family. So it was awesome seeing Mrs. Black and many of their family members, son Jason, here tonight. So it meant a lot to us. Speak for all of our players. It's just pretty cool being around the history of basketball, everything that Coach Black did for Texas basketball, but also specifically for giving players an opportunity to play here. Recruited the first black players at Texas, so it's just awesome to be in his family's presence. Thought our crowd was great tonight. Thanksgiving break, but the students continue to come out. The corral was awesome. Tonight's game was limited only by the fire marshal and the attendance here. So it was just awesome for all the fans to be here. We really, really appreciate it. We're committed to doing this throwback game every year, if at all possible. I want to thank everybody at Rec Sports for making it happen, Texas administration, and certainly Texas Volleyball for letting us borrow their home court advantage just for one night a year. Some years this will be a student-only game. Tonight, because of Thanksgiving break, we wanted to let Longhorn Nation come as well. So I thought it was a great game of Texas basketball tonight. A lot of respect for the opponent. Coach Figger does a great job. Those guys will be really, really good in their conference this year, so we wish them the best.
Questions for Dylan Pursuit, please? So after the game, you guys went and maybe did handshakes and hugs with some folks on the bench. Was that Coach Black's family?
Yeah.
I guess what did that mean to you to kind of have them there and be able to play where he used to coach?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. That was his family for sure. We went out there last summer to his house before Coach Black actually passed. I spent some time with the family, so it means a lot to have them here and allowing us to represent them and Coach Black.
I don't know if you can rate this as as far as your best all-around game, as you have a lot of stuff on the stat sheet today.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to play hard. Coaching staff has been challenging me to affect the game on both ends of the floor, and so I just continue to try to do that. I'm sure a lot of you know about my rebounding numbers so far this season, and so the coaching staff has also challenged me to continue to crash the boards and make an impact there as well. So I'm really trying to work on that and bring that to the floor.
Kind of going back to what Nick asked you, as a player, what does it mean to have these events? Honor Coach Lemons last year, Coach Black this year. You have the Jimmy Black Classic coming up. So what does it mean to you as a player to pay tribute to the players and coaches that came before you?
I mean, I think it's great because, when we're paying that tribute to players from the past and coaches from the past, we know, like, in the future that'll happen for us as well. So it feels great to be able to do that and know that in the future that we'll also be treated in the same way.
I think you left the game for a little bit. Didn't seem like anything serious. Was it just maybe you tweaked the knee a little bit? Just wanted to be cautious with it?
Yeah, it was just needed knee. Kind of just worried me a little bit, but we're all good.
Yeah, and then just talking about your rebounding and your defense, it just seems like you're playing with maybe more of a physical edge this year. Is that really kind of what the coaches have challenged you to do, and just kind of be that guy?
Yeah, Coach Beard has definitely challenged me to be physical.
You've been doing the other stuff, steals, affecting other opponents' shots and such. What was going on with the rebounding that you mentioned?
I mean, I think it was just like technical stuff, just putting myself in the right position to get rebounds. So that's something that we've just been working on, watching film, one-on-one, just working on that.
One last one for Dylan. I saw at the end of the game, Arterio was trying to catch a couple bodies, I think twice on those dunks. So, I mean, is that kind of, I guess, the little bit of the edge that he too brings to this team off the bench?
Yeah, he's a special player for sure. We talk about it a lot. Just his ability to get off the floor quickly and just break guys down is something special. So it's just great to anytime you see him try to take off and catch a body.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Questions, Coach?
Chris, I know you talked about it already, but just the meaning for you personally to have these NTEs honoring past coaches and the Jimmy Black Classic, just for you personally, what that means to honor those that came before you guys?
Yeah, for me personally, it's just it's the right thing to do. From a coaching standpoint, you always have great respect for the coaches that came before you, because they created the job that we're fortunate enough to have. And I think our players feel the same way. So, we're serious about uniting the family. It wasn't just something we said at the press conference. We're continuing to back up what we said we were going to do. And today was the next step, and we look forward to honoring a lot of the other former coaches that coached here down the line. And really, when you honor a coach, you're really honoring every player that ever played for him. So countless emails and calls and texts this week from Coach Black players thanking us for honoring them, coach, those championship teams. So, I think when Texas basketball is united, we still have a long ways to go, but we're getting there. I think we could be a force that, tough to deal with.
You get that same feedback from other areas, even like guys you worked with here in school?
Yeah, for sure. I probably know as much about Texas basketball history as the next guy, especially in my lifetime, a little bit before. But I continue to try to educate myself, too. One of the funnest parts of the job is, there's that word again, funnest. One of the most fun parts of the job is, when somebody gives you a story about a past coach or great player, or assistant coach. And so a lot of tradition here at Texas basketball, and we intend to try to unite the family and bring everybody back, all the way from the great job Shaka did to Coach Penders when I was here, and Coach Barnes in between, and those that came before Coach Penders. And so, it's a pretty cool part about this job.
Yeah, because when you look at Dylan Mitchell, he seems like such a unique five-star guy just because of how impactful he is, kind of without the ball, just the way he moves with it, the way he's passing lanes on defense. I guess how much is an asset for you to have a guy like that doesn't really need the ball in his hands all the time to make a big impact for you?
Yeah, I think I understand the question, but we want the ball in his hands. He's really comfortable in that mid-post level. He's working extremely hard on his shooting. So I think he's a real player. He's one of those guys that can play with the ball and without the ball, like all the great ones can. But I think as young guys, when you're really talented, the more you can kind of simplify and know who you are. And Dylan Mitchell, you guys have heard his interviews. Every time you talk to him, it's pretty obvious that he's confident in who he is. He does a lot of things to impact winning right now at Texas. And then, the sky's the limit for his game, not only in college but the next level.
I think y'all 22 turnovers today, 28 points off turnovers. It's defense first identity. It seemed like a lot of those were coming guys jumping passing lanes and getting tipping balls to themselves. I mean, what do you think of that tonight?
Yeah, I thought there was 3 games within the game for us tonight. We wanted to win the turnover battle, and we did. I think 11 turnovers, but I thought we had a couple just kind of basketball misfortune, call, bad break or something like that. But I thought it was a low turnover game by far. We forced turnovers on them. We fed off it. Our best offense we had tonight was our defense. Second thing we wanted to do is out-rebound them. We did not do a great job in the first half, but in the second half we controlled the glass and we out-rebound them for the game. Maybe a season high, 15 or 16 offensive rebounds tonight. So that's great to see. And thirdly, we wanted to win the free throw battle, and we did not do that. Rio Grande Valley, they have an identity. They play fast, and they're very aggressive. They get to the free throw like this every night. So it's an identity of one of Coach Figure's team. So we got to do a better job not fouling.
A few of those turnovers just understandable because they're trying to run so hard. Sometimes guys try to reach for the ball and just start running the fast break and don't even have it yet.
We pay attention to that. We tell the guys the ball is more valuable than any basket, but we want to make sure that we push the tempo and play at a pace where our players have a chance to, play their best game. So early season, we're only, 5 games into this deal, but I do think we've established ourselves a team that's trying to play at a great pace offensively, give the players all the credit. I thought we had some basketball turnovers today. I mean, our goal is never to not have a turnover, as fun as that is to strive for. I had a team one time that had 1 turnover in the game. So it's a goal to go for. But, realistically, there's going to be some basketball turnovers in the game. We also want to have a defensive plan when we do have some misfortune, like a turnover. And I thought tonight we had some good totals, getting back on defense, blocking shots, after some misfortune.
Chris, I know you watched the tape from this one, but these 2 games between Gonzaga and Creighton, what kind of growth did you see? What areas of improvement did you really see through these 2 games?
Yeah, I think we got better in the 2 games, good and bad. You learn through mistakes, trying to fix them, and then you learn through success, trying to defend it. And I thought we had some really good practices. We've had 4 practices, and I think since the Gonzaga game, we've had 4 practices, and we've gotten better in each one. So this is a great opportunity, week for us. We understand who we're about to play, a couple of the best teams in college basketball, and it's a great opportunity for us to kind of see where we're at this early season and keep improving. We basically got 2 Big 12 games coming up. That's the way I best describe it to our team.
Last one for Coach.
Yeah, I don't really think out of control, but sometimes I have such a high expectation for him. I try to explain this to him too, and every year as a coach, you kind of get this way with a couple guys, and it's the ultimate compliment, I think. I think he can dominate the game on both ends with each possession. He's a really good player. I said this before it ever started. I don't know if you guys ever go back and see what I said. Rice is a good player. He's played for a great coach for 4 years in a great program, New Mexico State and Chris Jans, and he's been willing to learn some things here too. He didn't come in here with all the answers, even though his resume spoke for itself. And he's just a good player. He can play make, he can score, he can get to the free throw line, scores at all three levels. And then defensively, he's very competitive and can guard different people. But I'm starting to have such a high standard for him. Like when he makes a play that I don't think is a championship play, I hold him accountable pretty quick because I think he could be special. I think he can get a real paycheck one day playing this game.
Last one. Chris, what does it mean to you when you're playing some guys and things that might not get to play much from that last 4-minute game? You're outscoring 13-2 and holding without a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Just your thoughts on a close like that.
It's a big part of our culture. We tell the guys all the time, like, look, we wouldn't be the team we are right now if it wasn't for Gavin and Colbot and Preston and Rowan. These guys do a great job in practice every day. My expectations are when we get down to the game, we're not playing the scoreboard, we're playing real minutes. So we ended the game on an 8-1 run. Alex and Gavin and Cole made some great plays. It's really hard not to foul late in the game. We all know it's kind of a quick whistle when a game's like that, so you got to be really careful with a lead late. And I thought those guys finished the game the right way with Terrio out there and Brock. So that means a lot. We'll show that film tomorrow or was it Monday as much as we show the first 10 minutes of the game. So we play 40 minutes around here, not 37, not 38. The scoreboard doesn't dictate the way we're trying to play the game. But I thought those guys did a great job tonight finishing the game off. 8-1 run to end the game was exactly how we wanted to try to play.
Thanks all.
Thanks.